Today on Foxpro's Furtakers, Abner Druckenmiller calls the Badlands for his first South Dakota coyote. This December hunt has it all. Then it's a Furtakers finish, 1,000 hours in the making.
Hunting predators, it's challenging. To be successful, you have to outsmart them. In the hunt, it's fast-paced and fast action. It's why we live to be fur takers.
South Dakota, it's pretty chilly out. I'm getting all bundled up and I'm ready to go shoot some coyotes. It's just before Christmas, so we're on good spirits. We got everything I need. My guns, my gear, and I'm ready to go. Well, we're in south central South Dakota and it's mid-December. We're out here hunting coyotes and it's cold. We're hoping for a good response from these coyotes late in the year that should have good thick hides and good fur on them. We hunt a lot with Lance Tangen, who does a lot of our videos, and he does a lot of filming for the show and for Foxpro, and he actually hunts deer out here, and he was here earlier this year, and he just did a couple stands in the middle of the day for some coyotes with some of his clients he was guiding. And he's like, man, I had coyotes rolling in on just about every stand. So we decided, you know, we're gonna go out here and see if we can't kill a couple of these coyotes. Lance and I were driving down here, we saw this draw down over here. We're gonna slip over here and get on this point, call down into this bottom here, and there's some draws and stuff. So it looks good. Let's go ring the dinner bell. I'm sitting there with the shotgun because I'm thinking we got some high grass. It's gonna be tough to see. It's gonna be tight. And I hit Eastern Cottontail and it was in 45 seconds.
Coyote coming in right here, straight in front of me through the trees.
I see a coyote on the other side of the draw.
Right in front of me, 12 o'clock.
Making a beeline straight for it.
Coming in hard.
I'm on him.
After I wailed two more at it, it kept running across the draw. And I mean, it had all gears working good. So I definitely didn't hit it hard enough to really injure it that well.
Shoot.
When you're hunting by yourself, you got the rifle, you got the shotgun, you kind of pick your poison. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know whether they're gonna come charge the call or they're gonna hang up out there at 150 yards, so.
You pick your poison, you know. You decide whether to put your shotgun in your hand or your rifle. That's my first miss of the season, too.
I'm confident with that gun and I'll take that shot again, but I don't know. It's just, you kind of gotta look for a magic pellet at that point out there at that 75, 80 yard mark. Just a bit too far. We moved on, shook our heads and shook it off and just kept moving on. Well, the terrain that we're hunting in south central South Dakota is there's some prairie or high grass, I would say knee high, and we got these river bottoms and these thick draws. They call it the Badlands. So these Badlands have these faces on them and these cliffs. And when you first look at them, you're like, man, is a coyote really gonna come up over that cliff? Really?
Watch this ballerina hack.
And that's where they live. That's their habitat, and that's what they call home, is in that thick, nasty stuff and those sandy Badlands. We did a couple more stands, we came back, got some lunch. We decided to head out in the afternoon there, and man, did it turn on. big draw out here, wind's still out of the west. Let's see what happens. And I'm coming up over the top and cross this fence and look down and I see a coyote. There goes a coyote, right down into that draw. It really didn't seem like it was real awful spook, but it just kind of worked its way out of sight. We just get to within 5 feet of where I said I'm gonna sit down. Now, what do you do in that situation? What I do, I sit down and call it, because there might be another coyote up the draw further from that one. We sit down, put the call not 18, 20 yards away from me, turn on the eastern cottontail. Woo! Woo! Comes right to the call, and I smoked it with the rifle. I killed this thing literally 2 feet from the Foxpro. This coyote came in so close, the call was sitting. In fact, I think that coyote hit that call. The Foxpro was there. 1, 2. That's a big old coyote too. Big old female South Dakota coyote, my first one. Good and furred up, just a pretty dog. Right before Christmas, so Merry Christmas to me on my first South Dakota coyote. Look at the hide on that. Look at that white belly. Look how long that hair is. Look at how big their heads are. That's an old coyote too. Missing some teeth. So the lesson learned on that stand was if you spook out a coyote, when you're coming into that stand location, don't give it up. Don't turn around and walk back to the truck. Sit your butt down and get the call rolling, because you might have more coyotes around. That's exactly what happened right there. And that thing about ran us over. There goes a coyote. That's just awesome. It's a big old coyote, man, I'm telling you.
Abner Druckenmiller called his first South Dakota coyote. Then another. With one on the ground, he's ready for more.
Look out here, we got a little bit of rise on the other side. There's some breaks and some draws over there. Wind's right in our face.
Coyotes are thick in the Badlands, but calling them close is never a gimme.
We set up the call on the fence line, and it was about the 7-minute mark, and I caught this coyote coming up over this hill.
All right, I'm on him.
And I butt the sticks on it, got the scope up on it, and it's not slowing down for nothing. He wouldn't even give me a second stop. A lot of people say they always stop, they always do. Unless they really see something funky. I should have probably took a shot at him running, but it just didn't work out right on that stand. They're coming in hard. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. We had a response, but that's how it goes sometimes. We got some nice draws on the other side of this hill. Hopefully we'll pull something out of there. It's gonna get right up over the top. The coyotes were moving, things were going good. This is going. He didn't want to give us a chance. Just didn't get anything to work out. Another day, we were out early in the morning. All right, here we go. Sun's just coming up. We got a southwest wind. It's kind of blowing this way. We got a draw over here on some of this walking ground. Foot traffic only. There's public ground everywhere, and where we're at, the stuff looks pretty good here in the Badlands. Pretty nasty draw. Might get right out there on the end of that point right there. Had the wind really good. We're in some of this Badlands looking stuff. Nasty, good looking stuff for a coyote. This deer running down there. There's a coyote right there. Right on that berm. Just kind of like he wasn't interested. Try a full squeak here and see what happens. he's sitting there going like this and canting his head one way or another because he's trying to, he hears those high frequency sounds and he's rotating his head around. It's kind of cool to watch him do that.
300.
I dialed up to 300 yards to 2 minutes on my night 4 scope.
I'm gonna take a crack at him right there. As soon as he turns broadside. I hit him. He went down that draw. I'm gonna make sure he doesn't come up the other side. He's definitely hit. It looked good, so we'll get down there and take a look and see if we can recover this one. Hopefully he didn't go in a hole. Get down there and look at it. It's gonna be a hike. Standing on this, wasn't it?
It ran down the draw and we ended up blood trailing this thing.
There's fur laying right there, blood there. He went down this draw. Yes! Barely got down. You're on public ground out here in South Dakota and you're hunting this gnarly, nasty crap. I tell you what, you put a shot on one, it makes it tough to recover it. That coyote came in and stood there at 300 yards and we couldn't get him to come any closer. I dial that scope and it says 300 yards is 2 minutes. So all I do is go up here on the scope, go to 2, and touch her off. Whatever the crosshairs are on, it usually dies. Yeah, spur down, baby. It's not a big target to shoot at 300 yards. I know people shot them a lot further than that, but I'm proud of that one. Got one down here today. We're just about to Christmas. My favorite time of the year, but I enjoy it even more when I'm out here chasing these little buggies.
We're in south central South Dakota and it's mid-December.
Got another mid-afternoon here. If it's anything like it was yesterday, we should be sitting pretty. We had a lot of coyote movement, a lot of activity yesterday. We're gonna slip over this hill right here and see what we got.
The sun's not right. The wind is kind of blowing the opposite way with the sun shining in our eyes. You know, we just thought, man, we just got to try it because it's a good looking spot. We set up the call and we're kind of sitting on the open hillside, playing that eastern cottontail again. And I look up and, you know, looking through that sun and I see this coyote charging right through the call.
He comes on straight at us, hauling the man, coming right in. Just keep going.
So that one went over the hill and I didn't shoot at it. I just had a hunch. I had a hunch that it came in early and there's got to be another one back down in there. And sure enough, here comes a coyote.
Comes in right in at us, straight at us.
The second one coming from the same way, coming in hard. Picture perfect stand. And this coyote stops at 100, 120 yards. I put the scope on it and I miss. You know what? You're gonna have it happen.
How did I miss that freaking thing?
That first one coming in just never stopped. It just came blitzing right through. Never even gives a shot at it. Just running straight through. And this one come in and finally got it to stop after yelling at it. And I just missed it. I don't know how.
Dang it. Such is the story of a predator hunter. Guess I'm not an ace.
At least it humbles yourself. You get frustrated sometimes and when things don't work out, but that's why they call it hunting. This territory and this kind of habitat, it can be challenging for somebody back east, you know. We're used to that hardwoods and thick cover, but you come out here and you gotta be expecting some long range shooting sometimes. And it's good to see these coyotes the way they're coming in at hard charging. And we know that they're hungry. They're coming to this sound and they're coming right to the call. I've enjoyed myself. I've had a blast. It's been fun and needless to say, still predator hunting.
After hunting 13 states, it's time to put a wrap to another season. We are honored to share our passion with you, and we hope you've enjoyed the action.
When a plan comes together, it comes together right. Geographically, we covered all these different states, and that's our goal, is we want to show everybody that you can hunt predators right in your backyard. No matter where you're at, there's predators close by.
We think it's important to find a new location every week.
We hunted out in Oregon with Mike and Kelly Sorensen from Heavy Shot. We had that coyote come up there and grab the Foxpro 3 times. Then we were in Idaho.
I just put that 2-minute angle dot on his forehead and got a little lead on him and pulled the trigger.
Shot out. In California, you know, the vineyards out there, the coyotes in the vineyards.
The coyotes are living right in the middle of these vineyards. You wouldn't think it. It doesn't look like a place a coyote's gonna live.
9 coyotes killed in Nevada.
I'm telling you what, coyote hunting in Nevada is awesome. Get out here and do it.
Trudging through 4 foot of snow in Saskatchewan.
We'll call that big woods over there. See if we can get something to come in.
Our season opener in Pennsylvania, man, that was awesome killing those reds.
Can we take them?
Colorado was great too with Bill Countess.
It's as good as it's gonna get. Oh, oh. Got him, man.
Virginia with Chris Ricks dumping those grays down there at night.
We took East Coast coyotes in Virginia and Massachusetts, and that's not an easy task.
I'll take them.
Man,
Oh man, did we earn that coyote?
we earned that coyote. Then we went after wolves in Alaska.
Probably the greatest highlight of season 2 is Foxpro Furtakers brought you the first wolf hunt to ever air on Outdoor Channel.
What you guys used to shoot at?
Hunting that pack of wolves is something I will never forget. This season, we also added a new teammate.
That's a wolf! That's what I'm talking about, right here in Nevada, on a running shot. Come on!
Al Morris is a great addition to our team, and we hope that you enjoy his enthusiasm as much as we do and his calling techniques of how he does things all over the country.
I'm 6 foot tall, and he is just a dandy.
Combined, we've had some good moments and a few ugly ones. It's not always pretty.
2 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Here it comes, straight ahead.
What do? You keep after them.
10 yards, 2 coyotes, 10 yards, shotgun kills. Man, I suck.
But that's predator hunting, and this is reality. Of all the places we've hunted, hunting back home with my family still stands out. Sharing that stand with my boys is very special to me.
Boys, you are my good luck charm.
That's how Foxpro was started. John Dillon and Mike and Steve there, and it's just really cool to see how it's passed on, you know, on and on down the family.
As predator hunters, it's our job to grow the sport. If you hunt, bring someone with you. They'll never forget it.
I think you guys need to come with me every night now, huh?
Yeah.
That right there is coyote hunting at its best. I hope you've enjoyed it because I sure have. In season 3, we hope to bring you even more great footage and fast action, a variety of stands all over the country, and even some of the premium spots that we like to go to year after year. And I think you're gonna enjoy it.
On behalf of fur takers all over the country, thank you for watching. Until next time, stay after 'em.